Hey everybody, Cinema Sick this here with a bit of a bonus video for you guys today. Yeah, interesting video today. We're obviously in the section of the basement that is not finished. As I said before, basement's kind of like a square. 3/4 of it is the library. This quarter of it is my workbench area. As you can see, tools and drawers full of tools, and I have tools that coming out my butt. I had all my dad's tools. I have all my my mom's dad, his tools, and my dad's tools, because both my grandfathers are dead as well. So I got all their tools, and I got all my dad's tools, and I just have more tools than I will ever need whatsoever. But it does come in handy when every now and then I'm like, oh, I need this weird tool. And I'm like, I think I have one. Anyway, we're not here to talk about tools. We're going to talk about something else. So some of you guys have asked me in the past, what would I ever do if I had a pipe burst in the basement? Because it's kind of an issue. It could happen. This is the section where all the pipes are, mostly. Oh, did you see that? We'll talk about that drip in a second. Oh, it's dripping on me. So this is pretty much where all the pipes are, for the most part. Over in the actual library, there's one pipe. None in this section. This whole section here, the original section of the library, no pipes. But the expansion, if you guys watch my video where I built my library, you know that this part of the library was not initially planned on being the library. I do have this one pipe that runs up here. And then the main water shutoff is right. See, I was messing with stuff. Main water shutoff is right in there, and like two pipes back here. So not a ton of pipes. But that's really it for pipes in this section. Most of them are, like I said, over here. But we had something interesting happen today. I come down, I get home from work, I come down into the basement, and I immediately go, I smell that musty wet smell, that damp smell that I would smell back in the day before we had waterproofing down here, and water would we never get big floods down here or anything like that, but a little bit of water would seep out onto the floor. It was that smell, and I was like, as soon as I smelled it, I was like, oh no, did we get kind of flooding down here? I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I hope something didn't flood. That's not good. But I was like, but we have waterproofing, and just not too long ago, we had all that snow, and then it sleeted and rained on top of that. And I'm like, there was tons, everything was outside was soaked, the ground was soaked, and we didn't get any flooding down here. So I'm like, it can't be that. So second thought was, shoot, a pipe burst. But I looked around, no pipes, and I found out where the water was coming from, because there was a pool of water on the floor down here. Found out where it was coming from. The refrigerator upstairs has a line going to it for the ice maker, and it dispenses filtered water and stuff like that. It's a fancy refrigerator like that. And from that, the line going into the back of it, it's this plastic line. I guess just over time, it got a crack in it, and it was spraying water out. There was no water down here this morning, so I don't think it was doing it then. But somewhere in the day, somewhere between this morning and me going to work, while I was at work, that happened, and water was spraying out. Now, it wasn't a ton. It wasn't like it was gushing out. It was kind of just spritzing out. And because of that, I lucked out. We didn't get a ton of water down here or anything like that. And it wasn't a lot of water down here. Wasn't any damage or anything like that. Just kind of a puddle that kind of pulled up down here and started to drift this way. But that was that. I fixed that myself. Actually, it turned out to be a pretty simple fix. I was surprised that I was able to handle that. I guess I Mr. Fix It. I had that down. We were good. Luckily, something I did because I am completely OCD when it comes to my library, and I freak out when it comes to it. Even though we had waterproofing down here, I just went crazy and caulked all the walls. So all this, all along here is caulked. This wall here is caulked as well. So I caulked the walls. So hopefully, if there was any water that came in here, it wouldn't seep through the wall. And it worked, because the water that started pulling up over here and started dripping down this way pulled up mostly under the stairs, and over here on the other side of this wall obviously is the library. So it started pulling up down here, and luckily did not make it past the caulking. It went up to the caulking and started kind of pulling up there, never went past the caulking. So that worked. I'm glad I did that. That was just something I did on a whim. I was like, I don't know, I'm just gonna just go crazy and caulk it, even though everything's waterproof. I shouldn't need to caulk anything. Why would I do that? But I was like, I'm just gonna do it. Extra safety. Why not be? My saying always is, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So I just caulked anyway. And it paid off. So thank God I did that. So that was kind of issue. It was like dripping down. There's like a hole up here where like it was dripping down from there, and we got that fixed. That was fine. Problem number 2 came then. Right up here, probably can't see because of the light, but there is a switch, a valve to turn the water off that goes from like the main pipes in the house to it's right there. They go from the main pipes in the house to like this line that runs up here, right? That copper right there, the copper line right here, that runs to the refrigerator. So I turned that off. First thing I did when I saw the water was I immediately turned that valve on. When it got up on a ladder, turned it right off, and that stopped the water. The issue is apparently these valves are just garbage. It's a really, really, really cheap valve because we did have a plumber come in and look at it. He was like, it's super cheap. He's like, it's kind of crap. So in turning it off, because I guess if it's age or whatever, it started leaking. So I thought, I fixed everything. Yay, awesome. Go, Mr. Fix It. I'm good. I'm done. Awesome. And then I come down here and I had some towels out because I had to mop up some water, and I'm putting the towels I didn't use away, and I feel like dripping on my back. And I'm like, what the? You gotta be kidding me. So I had no idea how to fix it. So we called a plumber. Luckily, we have like an emergency service number that we pay for. That's it's like $4 a month, and it gets added onto our water bill. And if we have like any problems, people they can come out and fix it. The issue is this considered an extension line. It's not considered part of the regular plumbing, so it wasn't covered. And I told the guy, I'm like, all right, it's not covered. I get it, fine. I'm like, how much for you just to fix it? We need it, I need it fixed. We're gonna have to call somebody to do it anyway. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to call somebody to do it anyway. So I'm like, can you just fix it? I got my credit card right here. Let's go. So he was like, I would, but I don't have the parts. He's like, I unfortunately do not have the parts. He actually looked. He's like, I was looking through my truck. I don't have the parts to replace that, to replace what you already currently have. He's like, but it's a super easy fix. You just run out to Home Depot and get another one of those. And he told me how to fix it, which scared the living crap out of me, simply because I've never done anything like this before. Like there's all kinds of things I'm fine messing around with and trying to fix myself and whatnot. I'm cool with that. But water freaks me out because water can do a lot of damage. Plus, I'm in the basement where the library is. Last thing I need is for a flood or something down here. So I'm freaking out because I'm like, do I really want to mess with water? Like, that just sounds scary. He's like, you got to drain all your pipes. I'm like, oh my God. And on top of it, like, if it doesn't work and it starts like leaking like a lot, I basically gotta keep the water off to my house. I gotta turn the water off to my house, which means we won't have any water, can't use any toilets or take a shower or anything like that until we get it fixed. I won't have any heat in my house because we have baseboard heating, which uses heated water through the house. So if I had to turn all the water off, that wouldn't get used, so we'd be very, very, very cold tonight. Cygnus Jr. is luckily at the in-laws tonight. When we had this problem, my wife's parents, Miss Cygnus's parents said we'd take him. So, so he wouldn't freeze or anything like that, so that's good. But the wife and I would freeze, so that would be bad. So, I was just like, you know what? I don't think I should do this. It looks like an easy fix, but I don't think I should do it myself. I should get a professional to do it. I don't want to screw this up. And even if the guy at Home Depot was like, even if you do it correctly, he's like, the hole that is in the pipe, it's apparently this little tiny hole. He's like, if it's any bigger, if it has corroded, if the plumber coming over and screwing with that messed it up, if you turning it on, turning it off, made that hole just the slightest tiny little bit bigger than it should be, it's not going to work and you're going to get water dripping out of it. So what I did was I ended up buying one of these at Home Depot. This involves cutting the pipe and putting it on. But this, he said, apparently the guy at Home Depot was like, that's what you want. That's kind of like the professional thing. Actually, you cut the pipe, you put that on the pipe itself, it seals to the pipe, and you screw your line into it. You're good to go. Whereas this thing's kind of like the cheapo, like the quick the quick setup kind of way, and even the plumber and the guy at Home Depot was like, both said that's crap. So that's why I went with this. But I don't know how to do it, so I called the plumber back up, and he's gonna come out tomorrow, and he's gonna put this bad boy on for me. So this will end up costing me some money, but honestly, I rather pay money and have it done right than have me do it and screw something up, plus have me do it and just put another cheapo valve on there that's gonna go bad eventually again anyway. Why? You might as well just do it right the first time and pay somebody who knows what they're doing to do it right the first time. That's what I feel. And I'm not gonna expect hopefully any flooding or anything, because it's a professional. He knows what he's doing, and hopefully, you know, won't any problems. So I don't know. Just want to shoot this quick video for you guys, this little bonus video, just because you guys are always asking me, what would I ever do if a pipe burst or flooding or anything down here? Well, kind of almost sort of had to happen. In fact, it would have been really bad if we were like away for the weekend and that would happen. Oh my God. Then we would have had an issue, because even with the caulking, you know, you don't caulk, under the door is not caulked. So yeah, that could have been really, really bad if we were like away for the weekend or something like that, and that happened. We would have came home to a big mess down here and lots of water. That would have, yikes. So yes, we lucked out. It wasn't that bad. There wasn't that much. I mean, I hope I didn't make it sound like there was a lot of water there. There really wasn't a lot of water down here. Like I said, this happened probably like maybe around like noon or something. This happened, and I got home at like 3. So it only happened, it was going on for like a few hours. It was just simply just the refrigerator sits like it's right up above us right here, and it was just leaking through the hole that was cut for the water line. And it was just dripping down on the floor. Just like, it wasn't flowing, it was just dripping. But fast, and like I said, kind of pulled up, started creeping towards the door a little bit. Had it been maybe like a few more hours, maybe would have gotten to the door. I don't know, but most of it just kind of pulled up underneath the stairs, and luckily the caulking saved it from going underneath the wall, which would have damaged the carpet, because that was what happened last time. We had a little bit of flooding down here when the waterproofing wasn't done properly. It is now, though, I assure you. So yeah, so I don't know. I just figured I'd shoot this little video for you guys, just a little bonus video, telling you guys what's going on down here. And I don't know, because like I just thought about it. It was kind of funny. As soon as it happened, I thought, oh man, everybody always asks me, what do I do? There's a flood down here, or a pipe burst or something like that. And we almost kind of sort of had that happen. So what would I do? I'd panic like I was doing today, running around like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? We gotta fix this. I don't know how to fix it. Yeah, I was like in panic mode, because mostly just worried about the basement flooding. I was like, screw the refrigerator. I'm like, screw the refrigerator. I don't care about that. We can get. I'll buy a new damn refrigerator, whatever. Throw it out. I don't care. But I don't want any water down here in the basement. So anyway, I was just freaking out. So anyway, that's it. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Plumber's gonna come out. He's going to install. I told him I already got the piece. You just need to install it. And he was like, no problem. So he's coming out 11 o'clock tomorrow and installing. Look at that. Not focusing. Coming out and installing this. So, alright guys. That is it. And you can see, this will be the bucket I'm using tonight. I'm using that bucket right now, that little bucket, but I will be putting this on the floor tonight to make sure that, I don't know, I don't want to start leaking more or something like that. Anyway, alright, that's it guys. So, flooding, disaster, slightly missed, so that's good. We didn't get any major flooding out here. That's good. But all right, I don't know. I'm rambling on now. It's late. I haven't eaten. I'm starving. I've been trying to fix this. I ran out of Home Depot twice. I haven't watched a movie yet. I got so much to do tonight. So all right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my Daily Sickness video. Ooh, I'm dark. See you then, guys. Bye.